What's up, guys? Let's talk about ultrasonic cavitation. Do you know what that is? Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is. And I'm gonna tell you what the claims are. And I'm gonna tell you what the experience is like. I'm gonna tell you what the results are like. So, it's about to get real. All right. So, I've got my notes, so excuse me if I look down. All right, let's start with what it is. So ultrasonic cavitation is supposed to be an alternative to liposuction. It's non-invasive, and what happens is a low-level frequency has a sound that forces pressure into the fat cell that makes it liquefy, and the theory is that it will then go into your natural metabolic method. So it will go into your system and your lymphatic system will help to drain it out. And with that, you're supposed to lose fat and inches and have toner, tighter, more slimmer looking skin and areas. So again, some of the claims are loss of fat in inches, skin tone and tightening, less cellulite or wrinkling, muscle definition, smoother and slimmer appearance, and they say immediate results, that people will see results of up to 2 sizes lost in just the first 2 to 3 sessions. Recommended sessions would be 1 to 10 sessions, and they prefer that you go in 1 to 2 times a week for those sessions, and for maximum results to have at least 6 to 10 sessions. What to expect when you go in for your session? So beforehand, you actually, for 24 hours, you need to make sure you drink at least 8 ounces of water. I'm sorry, 8 ounces. Blah, blah, blah. 8 ounce glasses of water at least. You can't have caffeine. You can't have alcohol. You need to have a low-calorie diet. And they prefer that you have a fat-free, low-calorie, low-starch, low-sugar diet. If you did that in general, that would help you to lose weight. So it's not just gonna be like a miracle. You do have to do work with it. Also, you cannot eat 2 hours prior to the treatment and 1 hour after. You need to work out for a minimum of 20 minutes after your session. And for 48 hours, you cannot have any fats, caffeine, alcohol, and again, you have to have a fat-free, low-calorie, low-sugar, low-starch diet. You also want to avoid potassium, because the thought is that potassium makes you retain water, and if you're retaining the water, then it's not, the fat is not leaving through your lymphatic system, so you would have to avoid that too. So it's not really a walk in the park. There's a lot more to it. It's definitely not a miracle. Contraindications for it, so you cannot have the ultrasonic cavitation while you're on your period. So you can't have it when you're on your menstrual cycle. If you have varicose veins, you wouldn't be able to have it if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, if you have heart disease, irregular heart rhythm, if you have a pacemaker or defibrillator, if you have epilepsy, a compromised immune system, a compromised lymph system, blood pressure or circulation problems, diabetes that affects your circulation, liver or kidney disease, and a prosthetics or prosthesis in the area. So there's a lot of contraindications. So that's something that you would want to consider before you go for the treatment. Now treatments, they can range up to around $200 a treatment. Now I got mine on Groupon. I went to 2 different places, so I bought them at the same time. The first one that I went to, I'm not gonna say the name of the place, but it was in Gilbert, and the staff was super nice. Like, I loved going there and talking with them. My treatments, I looked forward to having them because the girls there were really nice. But I went for 6 treatments, and what happens during the treatment is first they put like an ultrasound type gel on you, and then they rub vigorously, and there's the tool actually like warms up the skin. So if there's not gel in that part, it can actually burn you. So yeah, I mean, they obviously want to be very careful. That would be the only uncomfortable part of the treatment. Other than that, it's pretty relaxing, almost like a little massage. And then there's a frequency part, and you hear like a buzzing while they're doing that. So it's coming from internally. You can hear it throughout your body, and you hear it in your ears. So that's a little interesting. But I guess that is the sound waves or the frequency working to do that. So sessions are usually 20 to 30 minutes. And then afterwards, at both places I went, they put you on like a vibration machine, like one of those shaky things. And you're on there for about 10 minutes. Getting all shaken out, so that way can help speed up the circulation and get everything out of there. Now you do have to drink at least 2 liters of water before your appointment. So by the time you get on that thing, like, you really gotta pee. So yeah, that part can be uncomfortable. And then you have to drink 2 liters of water afterwards as well. So lots of water intake that day. For me, it was difficult because I'm someone who eats every few hours, and to be restricted as to eating a couple hours before and a couple hours after, that kind of messed with my eating schedule. Also, I ate very well, very clean while I was doing the process. I was exercising. Not only did I do the shaky thing afterwards, I also went immediately from my appointments to work out and had at least a 30-minute to an hour workout. So I was definitely doing everything that I should have. And from the first place I went, I didn't see zip in results. What's really funny is at the end of it, because they take a before and after picture, she took the before and after picture, and then she's like, "Oh, what is the difference that you see?" And I'm like, "Nothing." Like, she couldn't even point out a difference. There was no difference. So I wasn't really pleased with that. And at that point, I was really bummed that I had bought 2 of those services because I thought it was a joke. But the other place, I had already paid for it on Groupon, so I was gonna go to the other place and have that. Now, the second place I went was a place in Scottsdale. And I can't say that they were the most organized or the most friendly place, but I had my abdomen done in that area. With the first place that I went, I had my thighs done, and again, I saw 0 results. So when I went to this other place, I had my abdomen done, and I could definitely feel a difference in the treatments. Although they may not have been as friendly or as well organized, and it was really difficult to get an appointment, the results, I actually started to see results when I went for that. So they were like really getting in there when they were doing my treatments, and probably after 3 or 4 treatments, I started to see some difference. Now, I had 12 treatments, and I did not lose 2 to 3 inches after 12. So that I find to be not true at all. So I don't think that that is very accurate. Again, my diet was on point. I was exercising, same thing that I did with the other one. I drink plenty of water. So I don't know if it was just the machines at the first place or what happened. Maybe my legs didn't respond very well, but yeah, there were no results there. It was a waste of my money, a waste of my time, and I was really frustrated with that experience. But the second one, I did see some results. Now, would I pay for it again? Probably not. I don't think that the results were enough that I would really go through it again. And in my abdomen, I did start to see less fat. I wouldn't say that it burned my skin though. It wasn't more tone or any of that. So maybe other people have had different results, but that's just my experience with it. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't great. Again, I wouldn't pay for it again. I wish I could have a refund for the first one because it was just an absolute waste of my time. So be careful about who you choose to do it. The funny thing is that the first place I went had better reviews than the second place I went to, but mostly it was complaints about the staff and the disorganization at the second place, whereas the first place, like I said, I really did my research and they had really good reviews. So I was like, okay, I'll go there. And sure, the staff was nice, but there were zero results. Again, just a waste of my money, and I don't have money to waste. So bummed out about that. But it was an experience. I wanted to share my experience with you guys. And as far as what areas you can have treated, you can have your upper arms done, you can have your abdomen, men can have their chest done, you can have your thighs or saddlebags done, your inner thighs like around your knee. Yeah, I guess that about sums it up for what you can have done. So if you're thinking about giving it a try, I would just say really research, really make sure that you're willing to make the commitment, and just know that everybody's body is different and you may not get the same results that other people did. It's not gonna work for everyone, it seems, because again, did not work on my legs at all. And my eating and my exercise were the same when I went for both different places. So it's not like I was doing something wrong, because that was something that I was, concerned about. I wanted to make sure that if I'm putting in this money and this time, that I want to be doing everything possible to make sure that I'm getting the best results. I really don't want that to go to waste. So it was really unfortunate that it didn't work out for my thighs, but I mean, it was good to see a little bit of results as far as the abdomen goes. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.